That is so much better than I thought it was gonna be.
That's cool.
So, we are going, oh God, this is why I don't vlog. We are gonna do some long exposure shots with the T8-7X tube and see how good it turns out. This thing is so cheap. And it's so light, hey? Jason, first reaction.
Yo, what? That's ridiculous. That's like a broomstick.
280 grams.
It's lighter than a broomstick.
It weighs less than half of a mini V-Lock battery.
What? It honestly is so light that my arm's lifting up.
That's what I said to Tristan.
Doesn't feel right.
Surprised you didn't like throw it off the balcony.
It does not feel like, it feels like a fluorescent, you know, the globes?
Yeah.
The fluorescent globe, that's it.
Probably even lighter than a fluorescent
Probably.
tube. And the cool thing as well is it's powered via 5 volts. So if you have a power bank or anything, or even like basically any sort of USB power options, you can basically power this thing forever.
Ooh,
which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool. One lightsaber for you, sir. Jason's going to do the settings because I don't know how to operate a Sony.
1 second?
How long in that? 5 seconds?
5 seconds.
Well, ISO 100 probably.
So
Aperture, I don't know, 4, 5, 6?
5-ish. That's 8 seconds. F5.
Yeah, 6.
Now when you're doing light painting, basically the key is to set your camera to a low shutter speed. So essentially the shutter will open and then it will stay open for a period of time. And this is where you can start moving the light around and it will start to create those light streaks and stuff that you're seeing in the photos in here. So essentially I recommend anywhere from like a 5 to a 10-second exposure. That typically gives you enough time to be able to kind of like run around and wave the stick and make something cool. And then basically you just need to adjust your ISO and aperture to work with that. I'd probably recommend an aperture of kind of like f5 or above, just so you don't have to worry about like stuff not being in focus. And then your ISO, try keep it as low as possible to get the cleanest image possible. How far back do I need to be?
You want full body?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty much directly in center frame, so it looks good.
I'll swing in, you stand to start off with.
Yeah.
So if you go and stand there, and what is it, 8 seconds? I'm probably going to eliminate myself back here. Wait, I'll put this here so we don't lose the spot. Alright, review. Oh, that's sick! That is so much better than I thought it was going to be!
That's cool.
I thought it was going to be so trash. That's so clean, man.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah. So yes, I was thinking basically have you holding the FX6,
Oh, yep.
like a hero pose,
Yep.
and then do that behind.
Yep, sick.
I'll be honest, I haven't been this excited to take photos in so long.
Moment of truth, ready?
Oh no, I went through it. That's kind of cool, but it's like it's coming up. Look, you can see where I kind of like stopped.
Oh, yep.
So it's like, wait, so I have to do it consistent. That's still sick, but so cool. Yeah. So we have a 10-second timer and then an 8-second exposure. And essentially I have to stay as still as possible while Jason does the light painting around me and tries to make it smooth and even. Yes! Fuck yes! That's it. That literally looks like a door.
Oh, what? What happened?
Oh, I must have died. Hang on, I brought some batteries over in case this happened. The tube just died. But like we said, thankfully, it only requires 5 volts of power. So my V-Locks actually have a USB port on the top, which means that I can use this universal cable. And then has power. I wonder if you can power it and charge at the same time. Yeah, there we go.
Alrighty, so basically after we finished getting a few good results and we figured out what we're actually doing, we continued to actually, I guess, do some light painting and try to get some cool shots. And we came up with some interesting results. And then this happened.
Whoa!
That's you.
Yeah, mine is creeping. Hello. That's pretty sick, bud.
And now this is something you have to be really careful of, because obviously if you're the one painting, if you stand still too long, then you show up in the actual frame or the actual photo. So you have to make sure you're always kind of moving and try not have the light spill on you, otherwise it'll illuminate you and you'll show up in the actual photo. Now overall, I'm actually really impressed by this. If you're like new to tubes and you kind of want just to test them out and see how you'd use them, how I guess like the things that you can use them for, or if you will actually use them in your shoots, it's a really good place to start because it has like, I guess like most of the functionality of say like a C or an X series tube. Definitely not as bright, and it's not as, I guess, like robust, like it's an all plastic kind of design. It's made, well, not cheaply, but it's made to be the price that it is, sort of thing. So, and it lacks some of the more high-end features like 2.4 gigahertz control, and obviously like controls, or a lot of controls on the actual device itself. You still can control stuff through the 3 buttons. It's just limited. It's basically made to be used with the Nanlite app.
All right, so tonight we've learned that we're terrible at light painting, and it is extremely hard to do. But we got some cool photos, got some cool results. The good thing about this T8-7X tube is that it's super duper light. So it made it super easy to actually use. And it's really easy to use. Like you can literally just press the, well that's the intensity, but you can just press the buttons on the base and you can basically cycle through colors that you want, choose a cool color that you like. And then also because we ran out of battery, we could just power up via a battery. Anything that has a 5-volt output, plug it in there and power it, and we can keep going all night long. So yeah, when I first got this, I was a little concerned about the handle because it's kind of a bit of an awkward thing for a tube to have. But for like light painting and stuff, it's perfect because it basically means that you have somewhere to hold and you don't actually like obstruct the tube. One of the photos we noticed that Jason was holding the tube and it kind of like split the tube in half. So by having the handle there, it actually works really good. And it is perfect for something like light painting. But yeah, very impressed. What do you reckon? Did you have fun?
Win.
Good stuff. All right, let's get out of here. It's freezing. It's so fucking cold.